That was not obnoxious whatsoever. Well, as you can tell by that obnoxious music, it's the Champions League. Of course it is. I mean, what else would girls screaming the champions at you mean? But anyways, this is my predictions. If you guys have just totally been dead for the past week and haven't seen any of this amazing stuff that's been going on in soccer, then I will help you and fill you out on the stuff you're missing, because that's what I'm here to do, because my name is Jeff55. That's just me trying to be funny even though it's not. Okay, well, the finals in Wembley, and the quarterfinals just happened this week. The games were on Tuesday. It was Malaga CF, not FC, CF, because they're that legit, versus the Cinderella Dortmund, even though they're not Cinderella Dortmund, they're just Dortmund. And the other game was Real Madrid versus Galatasaray. Real Madrid completely just dominated Galatasaray, and something else happened with Dortmund and Malaga that I will tell you later, because I am going to. And then Wednesday it was Barcelona versus that one team, PSG. Yeah, Ibrahimovic knows. And then it was Bayern Munich versus Juventus. Okay, so this is Wembley right here. Everyone's just retarded because mentally challenged. Okay, so let's get to Barcelona's whole team right there. That one guy's their whole team, because what happened was he is hurt and he stayed on the bench. That's why he looks like the way he looks right now, because he knew they were going to lose if he didn't come in. But of course he came in and they ended up winning. The second he came on the pitch, the whole game changed, and I think what happened is, it's not that, well, I mean, Barcelona is bad, but they're not bad. There's nothing without Messi. But PSG, every single team is so intimidated by Messi, they don't know what to do, because he's just amazing, and they think he's better than him, and he's better than them, and that's a problem. But as soon as he gets on the pitch, they get scared, and they let him set up a goal that Pedro scored to tie the game up and win, because of the new away goal rule. That's just so excitingly amazing. It doesn't ruin the game or anything. It was a tie, but Barcelona wins on away goals. Whoop. Okay. Now, this is one of my favorite. Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich. What happened with them is they completely just demolished Juventus, if that's what you want to. It wasn't even demolished. It was worse than demolished, because Juventus is at the top somehow in the Italian league, even though they're terrible. Not really terrible. It's just once they get to actual competition, they're bad, because Serie A is bullcrap. But Bayern Munich won. I don't even know the score. It was that bad. So they're going on to the semifinals. And then the sexy beast Ronaldo, who's just staring and admiring himself. What happened with Real Madrid was it was kind of a scare. What happened was Galatasaray came back. I think they were 1 goal down, and then that man right there stopped that from happening. And they eventually won, and we'll move on to the semifinals. And this right there, you see that? Yeah, that's Willie right there trying to save the ball. But Felipe Santana is not offsides, of course, even though he is. But they did not call it. What happened with the Dortmund game was against Malaga CF, and what happened was they completely blew the lead, and then they were losing by 2 goals. It was the 90th minute. They score one. Marco Reus scores the first one. And then I think it was the 92nd minute. There was 3 minutes of extra time. It was the 92nd minute. This play happens. And I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Blazikowski, or however you say that. What happened was he completely misses. Willie's going to deflect the ball. Actually, no. Whoever's in that goal right there for some reason, he's going to deflect the ball. And then Felipe Santana scores the goal. And they don't call it offsides. And that eventually leads them to the victory to go to the semifinals. All you gotta do is believe in Dortmund, and they will win. Okay, so this is the final in Wembley. My prediction is that I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, so I actually am. But what happens is they draw. Well, the time I'm recording this, it's Thursday. On Friday, they're gonna draw to see who faces the team, like which teams face each other. My predictions are that it's gonna be Real Madrid versus Dortmund. They're gonna draw. It's randomly drawn, even though it's not, because Illuminati controls their whole wide world. And yeah, see, you can see that. You see that sign? There's a triangle. If you cut off the top of the star, therefore forming the Illuminati triangle. And then, as you can see, in final, the A is the Illuminati triangle. And then in Champions League, all those, if you cut off the top of the stars, are triangles. Therefore, obviously saying that we're holding up the champions because we are the champions. Therefore, Illuminati is the champions of the world. Anyways, what's going to happen is the Illuminati are going to draw. Real Madrid is going to be the first drawn. And then the second drawn is going to be Borussia Dortmund. And that's going to be the first game. That's going to be on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, the only two teams left is Barcelona and Bayern Munich. I like how I said Bayern Munich. Yeah, Bayern Munich. That's what it is. Bayern Munich. What's going to happen is I'll make another video tomorrow just to make sure, but I will tell you the strengths of each team. Barcelona, here's the strengths of each team. It's Messi. Okay, next team, Real Madrid. Their whole team is just so stacked in every position. They have Ronaldo. I mean, I guess they could get a better striker if Higuain and Benzema were a little better, but of course they're not. But all they need is Ronaldo up front, and then they got Di Maria on the right side, and then in the center field they have Ozil, who's just a beast. They have Obi-Wan Kenobi or Xabi Alonso, and they switch out the other guy. It's either Eswine or not Eswine, Essine or Modric or a couple other people. Kaká never plays because he's just gone down the drain now. And in their defense, I mean, they have Pepe. Obviously, Pepe is all their defense needs. And Sergio Ramos is terrible, so he doesn't need to be mentioned. And really, that's just, they have an amazing team. Their goalie is pretty good, pretty decent. And their team's just all around good. Dortmund's, here we go. Dortmund, this is tough, because they have a young team, they're fast. If this happens, like this game, it's going to be a good game. It's probably either going to be like a really high scoring game, like there's going to be goals left and right, or there's going to be like no goal scored, and then they're just going to play out and probably tie. And then it will go to free kicks, like today, with Tottenham Spurs and the other team, who Tottenham Spurs lost. Anyways, off topic. Okay, then the third team is Barcelona. I already said Messi, and then the fourth team, who happens to be Bayern Munich, and there's a good chance they're gonna win because last year they went all the way to the semifinals and lost to Chelsea, and Chelsea ended up beating Barcelona, and that's not gonna happen this year because there is no Chelsea. There's just Barcelona, and I'm gonna say it right now. Every one of these teams can beat Barcelona. They just have to pretend like Messi is a normal human being and not some freak of nature. Because if something happens and Messi hurt himself, Barcelona's done. They're gonna get destroyed by Bayern Munich if this game happens. Any one of the teams. If Messi's out, they're gonna destroy them. PSG is just not that well established because they just made their team like last year. But those are my I have rankings, I guess you could say, of the teams. Tomorrow I will have the prediction of who will win the Champions League and what will be the scores of those games. This is gonna be a good couple of weeks in soccer. All I gotta say is Messi's Barcelona's team. Goodbye.